Stowe, I read your playbook and started looking at high time frame charts with weekly VWAP. So do I typically look for with trend trades at shallow bands such as VWAP or +1 band and then the next band? So to go through it briefly, we can look at here. Let me just Nick, chart up on me.
What?
You still got my chart up?
Fuck, my bad. I was
It's
reading
okay.
something.
Okay. Here is a good look at, excuse the blue lines, but I don't want to delete them because I assume they're there for a reason. So this big guy, this big purple guy, this is our monthly. This is as far back as I go. I don't care about anything beyond monthly. It's just you can look at WAPs. You can look at WAP. Daily WAP gets a lot out of it. It's too much for me, so I don't fucking do it. At the beginning of this month, the other important note is that I don't start using the current month that we're in, or about 10 trading days. It's 7 to 10 trading days into the month. So this is what happens. The first week of the month goes, we got a couple more days in, and then we start to look at it here. So the monthly and weekly, they're going to slope a lot on a chart that back to. So it's going to be harder to determine like the scale of that slope. That's more of a intraday strategy. But what you're looking for is price staying in the upper two quadrants, which I would consider to be bullish neutral above VWAP, but below the first standard deviation band, or just bullish piss missile town if it's in the upper band. So it came down and respected this weekly VWAP. I don't trade this stuff as levels. Like, it's too wiggly. I'm sure that like this looks real nice on an hourly chart, but like it can also look like this. It can also look like this one over here, which, you know, it ran it by 20 points, 80 points, and then cascaded through it. So like this weekly and monthly stuff is really just a map. That's it. I'm not using these levels. But to identify trend up here, we're bullish neutral. So on the daily time frame, and I'm also going to zoom into the weekly too to see if they're conflicting. This is actually a good setup back here. I remember doing this. So we'll enhance, play the thing, Nick, enhance. So between 9:30, it's fine. He's busy. But between, so here we are, like August. This is on August 12th.
Wrong button. My mouse slipped to the wrong. It's so Chewbacca.
This show fucking sucks.
It literally,
guys.
It's like it's alphabetized. So Chewbacca is like one tile above enhance.
Do you trust us to teach you how to trade? Guys, let's really think about this.
Guys, we're not
let's
even
really
good at
fucking
this.
think about this.
How could you say we're not traders when we're not even good at this shit?
Yeah, these are the guys
goodness.
I try to learn trading from. Come on.
Sad. Woo, that got me.
Okay, continue.
Sorry. So, looking at the chart here, between August 11th and August 12th, we are in bullish neutral territory on the monthly, and then we're 3 days into the weekly, so we can look at the weekly bands. And I'm looking at those on, like, each set gets more of a focus. So weekly is going to be more responsive than monthly. Daily stuff is going to be more than weekly is. So that's why I execute off the daily time frame, because that is sized accordingly to what I want to play around with. I use a 15 to 20 point stop, profit anywhere between 10 and 30 points, depending on intraday targets. So this analysis here was down, touched the weekly, but we were still holding inside of the lower monthly band. And when those two think thing. So that is neutral on the monthly, but bearish on the weekly. That typically is a time I'm not going to trade very well. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I need the weekly to get out of here and head to the other side of its value. And when the weekly got out its lower band and retested it and rejected it, that allows me to be bullish on the time frame and take a weekly play that is traverse of value from the -1 to weekly VWAP itself to the +1. So the monthly context opens this play up of a traverse of weekly value. And then I execute this. Actually, it doesn't look like I was able to trade that shit at all because it all happened overnight. Yeah. But had this happened during RTH, I'm going to find a spot intraday with the same sort of theory with to execute a traverse of the intraday value that's going to line up with a traverse of the weekly value that is going to lean on bullish neutral monthly stuff. So monthly, just a map. Weekly, just a map, but more responsive. Daily, that is what I'm looking to actually execute on. And then when I'm in the daily and I'm in those spots where we can stay in value or leave value, up or down, then I'm looking at order flow and MGI to confirm those trade locations that I want to get in. So there you go.